Hey yo, what's up? This is Monty. Just gonna do a quick video. My son is sleeping, so I'm gonna show you as quickly as physically possible how to fix a broken valve stem on these crappy trailer wheels. I keep buying these trailer wheels, and here's the deal. The tire itself is excellent. The valve stem, however, is junk, and it's gonna wear out on you. And when it does, you don't need to throw this whole thing away and wasting all of this labor for the Indian kids that had to make the wheel and the rubber factories and all that stuff just to get a new tire when it blows out. You can just replace the valve stem for about $5. So let me show you how. First of all, get the tire. What I like to do is if the valve stem's already broken, just get your pair of pliers and rip it out. That way all the air's out. That's important. You need all of the air out. Okay? Now next, a lot of times you're gonna have a hard time getting this bead to come off the rim. Not always, but if it is hard, just go ahead and get yourself some rope and then slowly and carefully stand on the tire and kind of break it off the bead the best you can all the way around. Once you do that, go ahead, stick this rope in there, okay? Now keep in mind, it's like 90 degrees out. My son is sleeping. Look, we already busted off without even using the rope. But I'm just going to try to show you so that you get the concept. I'm trying to show you how easy this is because the time it takes you to order a wheel, save up to buy the wheel, go to the store to get a new wheel, whatever it is that you're doing, I guarantee you this is faster. I guarantee you. Just have a valve stem on. Once you get it under there, now I don't need to do this because the bead already broke off, but if it didn't, go ahead, tie it off like this, and just stick a 2x4 in there. I'll be right back. A 2x4, any kind of lever to give yourself leverage, okay? You're gonna tie it off like this. With the knot of your choice. I personally like to use a half-ass sailor knot, okay? Twisting. See how this is happening? Just twist it like you twisted a rubber band or something. And then be careful not to damage the rubber itself. But as you increase this tension, okay, you're slowly gonna kind of break it off. And then if you can, or if you have a friend, kind of do this while you go, and eventually that's gonna break it all the way off, okay? You might have to play with it. You might have to do some stuff. You might have to get some, you can use lotion. You could use oil or WD-40. Some of that stuff's not as good for the rubber. That's why I would use just, normal hand lotion or something. Once you break it off of the bead, okay, get your rope off. You don't have to remove the whole tire. You only remove the valve stem. If you want to replace the entire wheel, the entire rubber tire, you can do that too. Concept. All you have to do is just get your rope and slowly put it on the other one. Put it in a different fashion. I'm not going to show you because I guarantee you're just as smart as me. Put the rope through there somehow and try to just kind of break it off. And once the hard part's done, take your $4 or if you splurged $10 valve stem, okay, put it in there and pull it through. Now, always make sure, make sure to clean off where the original valve stem was, some kind of lubricant or something, just so it gets a nice flush seal. Again, if you don't have any kind of grease or oil, really just use lotion. It'll work just fine, okay? Now, don't break the valve stem because this one's probably just as cheap as the other one. They're probably all made in the exact same factory. There's probably some giant monopoly on the valve stem industry that owns all the valve stems in the entire world. Okay, so pull it through. If you need to get pliers, if you need to do something special, you can. Just try not to damage it. Pull it through, okay, and boom, you're in. You're back. You're back in business. Okay, now you're just gonna kind of jiggle this wheel back into place. Okay, and get your air compressor. Okay, if you don't have an air compressor, just use a bike pump. No, I'm just joking. But go ahead and just kind of try to. It's probably all the air's gonna blow out, but hopefully you can try to get it and pop that beast back. There you go. Boom. Bada bing, bada bang. Now you've got time to manage the family and the wife and the kids and all that. Still take care of the trailer, clean the boat, get it all ready, and be on the water, and not be fiddling with your damn tire at Walmart or Harbor Freight or online, or trying to get a new tire, or trying to have a tire place put a new tire on your existing rim. Whatever it is, and let the tire companies win, because they're using cheap valve stems, and they're the same valve stem on every single tire you buy. Doesn't matter if you buy the nice tire, tons of ply or not, it doesn't matter. Most likely you're going to get a cheap valve stem. So do this and save yourself time, save the planet while you're doing it, and have a better time knowing you're not getting ripped off.